What's up, guys? I've been doing a lot of practicing with the builds with Terran and doing a lot of thinking on what to do versus Zerg. And if the Zerg is going for a greedier kind of build, then this is going to be a really good counter to that. If they're going hatch first, this is going to be very strong and very aggressive, and it's going to give you an expansion behind it. So right now, I'm just not cutting any SCVs, gonna go gas first. The most important thing here is not cutting any SCVs. So I got a 14 depot and a 15 gas. And continuing to not cut SCVs is very important. That's how you're gonna know what is precise in your build. You could maybe squeeze it in a little sooner, but I think that cutting any SCVs or any economy in this game early on is gonna be more damaging and not gonna really benefit you for your all-ins. Now, I'm not saying that this is all in, but I'm just wanted to make the point that cutting SCVs might not be the best option for this game, considering that the economy has been amped up quite a bit with the 12 workers. So I'm going to go ahead and get my gas now on 19. This seems to be working just fine for me so far. You could proxy the Cyclone and it'll do more damage, but for this purpose I'm going to just keep it in my base because I think it's still effective even though I'm getting it at this time. Now you're going to want to get your orbital command as soon as you can, and you're going to make one Marine to kill any overlords. I might suggest walling off, but right now, for the purpose of making this video, I'm just gonna do this. Now, after this Marine is done, you have it. You're just gonna make a tech lab right away. This is to time out the factory just on time. This is the time the factory to finish with the tech lab is what I'm meaning to say. So go ahead and lift this up, and I should be able to make a Cyclone right away now. And the next thing I'm going to be getting is a starport once I have enough money. And now I'm going to go ahead and get a starport for this build.
Not enough minerals.
I think getting just one Cyclone might be enough. I don't think you need much more than that. It's going to be annoying to deal with already. You can keep making Marines. It's hard to tell. You could go 2 Cyclones if you want, but I think opening just one Cyclone right now will be just enough, and I'll show you why. So the Cyclone is going to come out. It's going to be very annoying. If they're doing like a roach rush or something, then you're not going to really be in too much of a it's not going to be too much of a threat to you, because you'll be able to kite it and you'll be able to find it out. So right now the Zerg is droning really hard. When you hit their base, I might not be playing a Zerg this game, and I'm just playing versus a computer, so this won't be the best representation of this build, I guess, because it won't be versus a real player. But let's see, yeah, so there's Marines up there, but yeah, you'll be able to harass the Zerg a lot. So during this harassment, you're going to want to get an expansion and start to get ready to drop a siege tank. And make another medevac. And so you're expanding behind this, so it's not really all in. Of course that the Zerg will maybe have a little bit of a better economy than you, but they're going to have not really much. If you play a Zerg and you get to the 3-minute mark, you'll see what I'm talking about. So during this time, you're going to want to pressure with the Cyclone while you're doing all this. And don't forget to siege your units. I'm going to use a supply call down here to keep the build going strong. And while this is going on, you can drop, pick up this, and you're going to want to probably send this one to the natural. You could send this one to help, and you could keep kiting back like this, getting a couple of shots in before you leave. And they're right there. Get another nice shot off. Now we're going to transition into bio, so I'm getting a tech lab and 2 barracks right away. You're going to want to transfer. Now, you don't need any more tanks than this right here. You actually could have just put the barracks on that tech lab. I meant to do that anyways. So here we're gonna go and keep dropping. You would be attacking the natural at this point, so you would have a two-prong attack going on, and I want to be careful to not to lose these, and I'll just keep coming in on the sides. Now my macro might be a little off here, just because this is the first couple times I've been doing this build, but I do think this has a very strong...
Ready for pickup?
It is very strong. You could decide to expand at this point if you think it's necessary. And right now I'm just being very annoying with these tanks. Like I said, this is a very micro-intensive build. But I'm gonna go ahead and get a bunch of barracks and expand. Oh, and I forgot about that tank. Like I said, this is a very macro and micro intensive build, so this is definitely not for the beginner. And you can dodge shots. And now I can start to focus on my macro a little bit more. So this sets you up to have 3 CC pretty quickly. I'll go ahead and start getting more medevacs. And I'm getting stim right now, it's on the way. I can go ahead and get my gases and maybe even start going for double upgrades now. And then I'm gonna go with the reactors here. I don't know why I lifted that. Oh, that was the Cyclone. He's moving out. So I'm gonna go ahead and just get ready for this. Now, let's just pretend that this is Zerg, because like I said, this is more of a Zerg build, but I think this could also work versus Terran, excluding the Cyclone opening at the beginning. Now I'm getting my upgrades first before I do anything else. And right now this Terran is kind of walking into death. And since he's away, I can go ahead and keep harassing here. I should have still had that other drop alive, but hey, I think this has been doing just fine.
Upgrade complete.
I think this has been doing good. I can go ahead and get my third now that it's ready and I'm saturated in my natural. So this is a very fast-paced style, and I think going for tanks versus Zerg might be one of the better things to do. And actually, you don't even need to ever unsiege your tanks. You should always keep them on your medevacs. You can always just drop them down by pressing D and then clicking on them.
Not enough energy.
So let's go ahead and repair this one. And pretty soon we're going to do a big Doom drop. I'm going to show you the power of the Doom drops now in Legacy of the Void for Terran. Let me go ahead and grab a couple of cities here. And I'm going to wait for one more set of medevacs to come out. And we're going to push. Because I have enough tanks now. I just want a little bit more bio to come with this push.
Not enough energy.
I have 3-3, it looks like, ready to be, or 2-2 I mean, ready to get going.
Upgrade complete.
And now let me go ahead and load these in. Now you could just do a split push like this, and this will probably end the game right here. You can go ahead and get 3 more racks once you're on 3 bases. Maybe even a 4th now, because it looks like we're getting pretty saturated.
Not enough minerals.
Talk to me.
While this is coming in, you know, I could drop in on this. The tanks drop immediately, so... And you want to save tanks that are getting shot like that. I almost lost that one. You just want to keep going back and forth, and I just lost that one, but you kind of get the idea of what to do right here.
Mineral field depleted.
And if you do this, I mean, this is really going
Additional
to
supply depots required.
do well. And go pick up this tank. Might want to get on these chokes so then the Zerg can't get up. But dropping like that is going to be probably the thing you're going to want to do now.
Not enough energy.
Versus Zerg. But this build should definitely give you an advantage versus Zerg with that early Cyclone if they're going greedy. If they're going for early Speedlings, then it might not be as effective as you would want it to be.
Add-on complete. Not enough minerals.
And yeah, I mean, I'm maxed out at 10 minutes. I mean, I haven't really lost much, but I mean, I don't know what a good max out time in Legacy is, but I feel like this is pretty good. I got 4 bases up, I got full production that I need, and yeah, this should do really well versus Zerg. I think tanks now are definitely a big part of the metagame, and I think if you try this build out, I think it should go well. And I actually can't wait to try this out. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll definitely be making some more builds like this. So, see you guys.